Sure, everybody. Yeah, welcome. I'm Sergio. We're just going to jump straight into our presentation. So we'd love to get to the best part about this is the testimonials, but we're going to share something pretty remarkable that we came across March last year. It's hard to believe already, right? We're into a new year, and we're just going to I'll run through this. It's our Beta Wellness Global presentation about the product. So we have to talk about this legal disclaimer. Okay, please. This is not intended to cure, treat, diagnose, mitigate, or prevent any disease. If you're on any kind of medication and you want to know, is this product safe to take, which we know it is, but please consult your medical professional. Again, we do want to welcome you to something that is we feel is extraordinary. It's changed our lives and the lives of many people that we know. It is a cutting edge industry first natural technology, which is pretty remarkable. And it is a product that is disrupting the wellness industry. And I don't say that lightly, coming from a sporting background and seeing a lot when it comes to supplementation and so forth. So we're going to talk about inflammation, and we do know it is the root cause of a myriad of health conditions. And it's definitely one of the biggest roadblocks to well-being, and that's very, very well documented. So this is a statement that we love. At any given time, we are in a state of inflammation and degeneration, but clearly we want to be in healing and regeneration. So we want to talk about curcumin, and we've all heard about it. It is the active component in turmeric, and it is widely known as an alternative medicine. And this is documented. It's all science-backed. It is a powerful anti-inflammatory antioxidant. It does have anti-cancer properties, and it does go back thousands of years. So we all know it. What we don't know, and I certainly didn't know, was where the weaknesses lie in when you take curcumin. And this is the National Library of Medicine in the United States. It's called pubmed.gov, and it is a medical database of studies done now. Actually, we should really check this by now. It's probably well above this by now, but it's almost hitting there, 21,500 studies. What is very interesting, though, is that pretty much 99% of them saw remarkable results from curcumin at the clinical level, meaning what they were able to do with it with a lot of science, as opposed to what you could actually find on consumer shelves. And what they basically all say was it is actually poorly bioavailable in the body. It's low solubility and low stability, so somewhat volatile. So what that meant was that really all the product you were taking, they were showing that about 8 to 10% was being used by the body, the rest was being excreted. But now we have something that has actually changed that. Actually, Rebecca just brought it up, 22,800 studies. Remarkable, right? So what we have here is BioMS technology, because going back to the science again, they said that at the clinical level, it showed huge promise when they could apply a lot of science behind it, especially things like nanotechnology, which is basically emulating nature anyway. And this is just an animation. The red part in the middle represents the curcumin metabolite, and this is basically the way that the nanomicelle structure now has been created to basically encapsulate the curcumin metabolite and protect it. Because and what's happened here is quite remarkable, because all the studies that we have for the product shows that it enters into the bloodstream within a matter of minutes and into the cells, and even crosses the blood-brain barrier, which is pretty remarkable. So things with cognitive issues and so forth have shown great promise. Now, 30 nanometers, you think, well, how small is that? If you took your thumbnail and sliced it into a million pieces, that's basically 1 nanometer. Okay, so 30 nanometers is remarkably small. And what's interesting too is I was very curious about the nano side of it. What's interesting is the outer shell is actually excreted out of the body, and we have all of our paperwork to prove that as well. So again, a science-backed product is pretty remarkable. This is just another a video of native curcumin extract on the left, which is what you would generally find in most natural, health food stores and so forth, chemists, and our product on the right. Now, what this represents on the left is about 10% absorption, and our product is 90 to 95% absorption. So it's become getting supplements, or what's called lipid-based supplements. It's to have unparalleled lipid absorption. And this is this is an amazing fact too here. We're one of 6 companies to be able to hold the patent for nanotech and natural medicine. So we have the patents. There's a graph here that shows the effects of our products. It's up to 277 times more in women. I'll cover that in a second. The one on the far left is native turmeric, which you would take generally through capsules and so forth, or micronized turmeric, where you'll hear adding things like black pepper and so forth. But when you look at the numbers of absorption, it pretty much speaks for itself. In men, it is about 14 times more. And again, we have all the science to back all this up. So BioMS technology is allowing us now to have these breakthroughs that have never been seen before. We just want to talk about here the products, and we have at the moment, 3 products, and maybe we might have another one this year. We don't know. We can't probably say too much, but 3 remarkable products here. So we'll go into, first is the NanoPhi, which is the original formula, which is curcumin and vitamin D3. So it helps obviously support the body. It's healthy response to inflammation, oxidation, and intestinal challenges. And this is again our remarkable product. We'll show you when we're not sharing what it looks like for real. Remarkable. I've had some incredible response to this product. The next one is the Curcumin Plus, which is curcumin, vitamin D3 with added ginger and vitamin C for extra immune and intestinal support. And this product, why do we have 2, people ask? Because some people tend to react slightly different than others. So it's always worth sort of trying one over the other just to see which affects you the best. But again, it does carry, both of those carry the nanotechnology in it. And this product is the SynBioPhi, which is an innovative synergy between pre and probiotics. So it's all natural herb fiber ingredients with 5 billion colony forming units, which is pretty remarkable. And why this product? Because what we wanted to look, especially the company wanted to look at, is to help the intestines, right? Because if you don't have healthy stomach, there's no amount of how much you might take any of the other products. It probably won't help you as much. So the SynBioPhi looks to basically realign the stomach. And as we probably all know and have heard, they regard the stomach as the second brain. 90% plus of your serotonin, which is your feel-good chemical, comes from the stomach. So as products, Vitify wanted to look at obviously dealing with inflammation and dealing with the stomach. And look, it's simple to take. 10 drops a day is all you need to do. You can either have it in coffee, tea, room temperature water. You can put it straight under your tongue if you're game enough. You will see in a minute it is obviously it's the lipid ingredient, so it is quite thick. It is GMO free, it is natural, and it's great for the whole family. So in a nutshell, if you look at the bottom there, it says better sleep, increased energy, reduced pain, and improved clarity. I think those are the 4 key areas that we feel would everyone would love to have, right? As I certainly know before this, I wasn't sleeping well and my clarity was horrible. I tended to have a lot of pain in my joints and so forth. So here, this is the best part. We want to go into live testimonials because we've got people here that have been taking the product for quite a number of months. I don't know, Rebecca, you might want to share your, especially for the new people that are here. And this is the product again for you new people. This is the NanoPhi. You can see the color difference. I don't know if you can see that. You can see the difference in the color. Obviously, that's got the ginger in it. And when I spoke before about if you really wanted to put it under your tongue, you can see how thick that it is, right? So 10 drops a day is what we look for.
And so 10 drops is about 1/3 of a dropper. So one of these bottles will last you a month on the maintenance amount. And I got this product about, what's that now? Nearly 10 months ago.
Yeah.
And didn't have any expectations, was trialing it for a few days before I made one of the best decisions of my life, which was to invest in helping bring this product to New Zealand. And we've had such an extraordinary ride with this product because it's so well received. It is really, really breakthrough technology. I noticed within a couple of days that my need for my steroids was drastically reduced. I was sleeping through the night. I had less aches and pains. And for me, that was a game changer. It was life-changing. So I bought a whole lot of these bottles and sent them out to people that I knew that I thought could benefit. And one of those people was my mum, Denise, who's on the call, and another one was Britt. So I might just get, if you two both could share your story really briefly, and then we might get a few other testimonies, just so that people can hear. There's such a wide range of health benefits for people, no matter where you're at in your health at the moment. So inflammation really can manifest as so many different ailments in the body. But if you can address inflammation, the body can start to heal and regenerate as it's supposed to do. So I might ask Britt if you could quickly share just for a minute your story, because I sent you some product and what your results were.
I had a rather quick response. So after 3 days on the drops, I was able to stand up, which I hadn't been doing for a while due to pain with compressed discs and inflammation in the nerves and also arthritis in the hip. But so it wasn't, so to say, disappearing, but it was making me more mobile and less pain. And that also led to, of course, I could sleep better and move around in the bed better. And definitely after a few weeks, I could go back to walking again, which is what I love to do. So today I am really a few months later. So that was back in the end of March, beginning of April. And today I am more or less totally pain-free from everything and sleep better and have really, really good, flexibility. And I've been through a little bit of sadness in my life, but even there, it has helped me to feel more content, even if I have a journey to go on. But so it helps in different ways, really. So I have an autoimmune disease, and it helps me a lot with the inflammation of that area and my arthritis. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks so much, Britt. Denise, can you share briefly what it's done for you and people around you?
Yes, arthritis in my hands, osteoarthritis, a lot of pain keeping me awake at night. After a short while on the drops, the pain all went, which was great, so I could at least sleep. And then the flexibility started to come back in my hands and my grip started to improve enormously. For my husband, headaches all gone, constant headaches gone. His circulation improved terrifically, and also blood pressure went down. Friends, fibromyalgia with one friend, she's so much better, so much happier on the drops. Her husband's benefiting, her daughter's benefiting. So I just told a whole lot of people about it, and I've seen the most amazing results, which is so, so gratifying.
So Denise actually came out of retirement to help champion this product and share it to people that she knew, and that has now amounted to thousands of people who've been helped by this product. So, and nothing spectacular, just 10 drops a day. If you'd like, you can take 20. If you've got a really acute situation or something chronic that you feel needs a bit more of an injection of a natural anti-inflammatory antioxidant, but it's super easy to take. And we've got lots of friends and family who give it to their pets. So their pets are benefiting because pets respond really, really well to natural medicine. So this is a game changer for the whole family. I'm just wondering if they can share, if you can, I don't know, but you were another one that I sent a bottle to way back in March, April. So if you can, that'd be great. Just to give a quick brief story. If you can't, I'm not sure because your camera's off. I'll ask somebody else. No, maybe not. Maybe eating dinner. Okay. Anybody
Hi
else?
there.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Did you say me?
yes,
Yeah.
please. That'd be great.
Sometimes I don't even know my own name. Okay. I absolutely love the curcumin. It's been a major player in the life of my daughter since she's been taking the products. And bless Denise for sending them down, and bless you as well, Rebecca. She no longer has migraines and she no longer has headaches. The psoriasis that was underneath her foot or both feet was very crusty, and that's all dissipated. So that's all gone. And she feels much more alert and with it while she's on the product. For me, myself, I've got osteoarthritis in the hands like Denise, and I have just got better and better every day with that. I mean, I couldn't sleep. The pain was so severe, and I've been taking that religiously every day. So I can't, I can only recommend that to anybody on the call who hasn't had it. You take it, try it, because it works.
Thank you so much. Look, it really is life-changing. We have a testimonial group on Facebook with about 29,000 members. When I first got onto this product in March last year, there were only 9,000 members in that group. It's grown so fast, and there are some really, really heartwarming stories on there. So you can go on there and use that as a bit of a resource to see what people with similar situations are doing, how much they're taking, what sort of results they're experiencing. And of course, it's it's a product that's designed to support you and to support your body. And it's like nothing I've ever seen. And I've been in the wellness industry for over 30 years. One more, Helga, maybe if you wouldn't mind just sharing. You wrote something quickly in the chat, but I'd like to hear about that if you could.
Actually, before she does, is one thing that in the presentation we didn't get into normally with the pictures is how amazing this has been for pets.
Come back next week and
Yeah.
we'll have all the
Yeah.
visual
We'll
before
have
and
all the
afters.
visuals.
We'll have lots of new exciting things.
But anyway, I mean, Helga, you've obviously said something about Indy. Is that your dog? I'm not sure.
Yeah, Indy. Yeah, she's just turned 2. She's a large bull Arab cross, so she's a big girl,
Mhm.
cross giraffe. But anyway, she's had like a partial torn ligament, I believe, for over 12 months. And I've been managing it and doing water physio. I just don't want to have to operate, although we are. She's booked in tomorrow. But since I put her on the drops, every time I take her to the physio, they say, wow, you can't even tell. Her gait, she's walking fantastic in the water on the treadmill. But as soon as she gets on land and runs around, she's back to square one, holding it up, limping. So it doesn't matter what I do. I think it needs to be done. But watch this space for after the operation, because I think the drops are going to be just amazing to help her recovery. So hopefully I'll have a testimonial from the vet.
Yeah. How do you give them to her?
She just has 7 drops, but I'm giving her the 10 now, just in her food. Put a little bit of hot water, and she's a guzzle gut. She just guzzles it. And for myself, I have creaky joints. They call it rheumatoid arthritis. I don't give it a label, but anyway, I've been managing my arthritis medication free for 6.5 years, but I have been taking a herbal one from the chemist for breakthrough pain. So I ditched that when I started the drops, and I don't know, 3-4 months I've been on the drops now, and it's just held it. So I couldn't be more happier.
Incredible. And you know what we love about the drops too is that you can use it as needed, like a bit of a rescue remedy. Pop 3 or 4 drops on the tongue if you're feeling the onset of pain, migraine, headache. We find that works brilliantly, as well as having it daily for maintenance, and also, you know, more if you have a sort of a really acute situation. We have doctors on staff, so you can easily email the doctors and get very specific advice about your situation as well. So we have, you know, a lot of incredible support. So we're going to open it up for questions, and then for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to move into a second segment. For those of you that are interested in how to purchase the drops, how to get them, how much they cost, what this big lifestyle opportunity is that we're talking about, for those of us that have had our lives changed with this product, stick around for that. But for now, we'll just open it up for a few questions if anybody's got any.
Everyone gets shy.
Either that or we've just answered everything.
No, it's probably Jen because she puts everything up. So
Yeah, it's Jen's answered all the questions in the chat. Fantastic.
you
I'm just
amazing.
going to check. There's another screen here. I'm just going to have a look.
Because what we looked to do, everybody, was oh yes, Vicky.
Vicky?
Hi. You may have answered this before, but what do you say to people when the drops worked really well for a couple of weeks, and then the symptoms for what they're dealing with come back? Do you just get them to take more drops, or?
Yeah, a couple of protocols would be to change the formulation that you're taking. So if you've been taking Nanophi and then you feel like there's a plateau, you could switch over to Curcumin Plus. That often does the trick. Change the amount you're taking, or break up the amount. So take it in the morning and the evening rather than just in the morning. And sometimes, you know, having a break and then coming back to it is actually also a really good idea. So I had that experience myself. So there are a few things you can do. And obviously a lot of it will be looking at lifestyle changes, because sometimes this happens a lot, and I've heard it with fibromyalgia or something like that. People take the drops, feel so much better, start overdoing it, and maybe forget to take the drops or go on holiday, and then feel like they've had a setback. But actually, because the amount they've been able to do has increased, their quality of life's kind of increased, and it feels like it's maybe regressing. But it's a really good idea. I just posted in the hub a customer care checklist. So it's a really good idea to kind of note down where you are when you start, because we often forget, and then just be able to monitor your levels of, you know, pain, sleep, discomfort, clarity, energy, and there's a whole lot of really specific prompts on that sheet. So yeah, and if in doubt, just contact the doctors at all the details are in the hub.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, I just want to mention what Jen just wrote about adding the Symbiofy, because, you know, we all get such good results over either a quick period or over a period of time with the drops, and we think that's kind of the be end all, or just the go-to product all the time, right? And but the Symbiofy does work super well. I think it probably, you called it, a kind of supercharges the and complements the drops. So there's always the opportunity to maybe introduce the Symbiofy too, because a lot of people have from their stomach things that rise up, right? So if that's not looked at, you take the drops, and the thing, and generally, because you're not looking in the stomach area, it will come up again. I mean, that's kind of basics, right? But maybe just think about that. If they've up their drops and that works, great. If not, maybe look at adding the Symbiofy to it, which they can take. If you're, I know you'd be familiar with it, but for those that aren't, that's the Symbiofy, and it comes like that, and that's your daily. That's 4. Okay. Remarkable product for you know, stomach related issues, especially things like bloating and so forth, and the list goes on. But
just balancing the microbiome, getting the gut more balanced, helps with absorption, digestion, and elimination, and everything else. So the curcumin is doing incredible things. Like, it's targeting so many areas in the body, like inflammatory pathways and pain pathways. And once the body's got an opportunity to kind of clear the fog and start to address the origins of your particular situation, then adding the complement of the gut health can really just enhance that. Yeah, absolutely. Awesome.
Just got a quick question. Can you mix, like for instance, can you take the Plus in the morning,
Mhm.
the Nanofy at night?
Sure. Yeah.
I wonder what the results would be. doing
Let us
that.
know next week.
That's a task. It's got the added vitamin C and the ginger for digestion, and the vitamin C for a bit of an immune boost. So we love the Nanofy in the morning and the Curcumin Plus at night, made up as a golden milk. So you just put a few drops, 10 drops of the Curcumin Plus in a cup with some honey, some cinnamon, and whatever milk you drink, soy, almond, whatever, and pour that in and mix it up and put a little bit of cinnamon on the top. It's exceptional, beautiful, and it gives you the best night's sleep in the world. So if you have trouble sleeping, have a Curcumin Plus golden milk at night. Guaranteed.
That's great.
You'll love it.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're just at that time now. We're going to move into we call our lifestyle opportunity.
I might just give it a couple of minutes because we've the presentation we used to do all together all at once. Now we're sort of cutting it into 2, 8 to 8:30 for the product and 8:30 till 9 for the business. So we might just give it a minute or two just to allow anyone that's coming in for the second session just some time to log in. So it'd only be about a minute. All right.
So
So
I'm just going to stop the recording here.